the cloud. Hi, Sharon Garland here, Vitality FYI, International Headquarters. So we're here today to talk about the 5-day detox for beginners and what you can expect and go over the material. And I want to try to do it quickly so we can all get on with our day. So just a little bit of housekeeping quickly. This information is provided to you for educational purposes only. It's not meant to diagnose or treat any kind of illnesses, and I highly recommend that you consult with your physician before you undergo any kind of detoxing activities. That being said, let's get down to it, shall we? I'm so glad that you decided to do the detox. There's a lot of reasons why we need to detox in this day and age, and I'm just going to go over those quickly with you. We are inundated with chemicals. It's just that simple. There's over 85,000 chemicals being used in the United States today. I have to consult the notes because I don't know this all by heart. 85,000 chemicals, that's a lot. Out of those 85,000, there's only 9 that are banned. 9 chemicals out of 85,000. And one of them is not glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup, which is causing so much problems, causing cancers, and we really need to stop using Roundup. So the chemicals that we are surrounded by, chlorine in our drinking water, fluoride in our drinking water, the chemicals in our bath soap, our shampoo, our conditioners, our shaving cream, our body lotions, our makeup, the endocrine disrupting properties of perfumes and scents in general, the candles that we burn, the household cleaners that we use, the lawn products that we use. The list goes on and on and on. So the purpose of this detox is to stop the flow of chemicals that are coming into you, also through foods that are not grown organically. And not all foods that you consume need to be organically grown. We'll go over that. But the purpose of the detox is to stop the influx of chemicals that your body is having to try to process and give it a break long enough that it can take care of the accumulated toxins and start to work on the inflammation that your body is suffering from. And we almost all have inflammation. Let me adjust this a little bit. So with inflammation comes all kinds of problems, autoimmune conditions, like diabetes. A lot of people don't know that diabetes is an autoimmune condition. Heart conditions or diabetes or can be from autoimmune conditions. Lupus, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, on and on and on and on. Skin eruptions, rashes, and things that are chronic and you can't get rid of them. So when you give your body the break and let it resolve some of the accumulated toxins, and you do this 4 times a year, by the 4th time you've done it, you'll have less to get rid of. And you'll already be feeling so much different and so much better. After 5 days, you're going to feel better. So here's a good statistic. You can reduce the amount of pesticides in your body by 90% in just 3 to 5 days by eating 80% organic foods. So the 80-20 rule, right? All right, so that's enough of that. We know why we need to detox. And we don't just need to detox our bodies. We need to take time to detox our minds too. Take quiet time. Take long walks. Take nice, warm, hot baths. Read a book. Put your phone down. Don't take your phone to bed at night. All these kinds of things and scroll through Facebook or whatever it is you're reading on a backlit reader pad or your iPad or whatever. We need to give ourselves a break for a couple of hours before we go to bed and let the melatonin be produced. The blue light blocks the production of melatonin, so that's another important part of detoxing. Detox yourself from all your digital devices as well. Detox yourself from stressful people. Say no to things you don't want to do. Take a moment for yourself. If you saw someone struggling, you're a caring person, you would say, take some time for yourself, rest, relax. Do the same. Do the same for yourself. So one of the things I want to be clear about is what to expect when you detox. This is a whole foods detox. This is not a colon cleansing, gut bombing detox that really just serves to upset the balance in your colon of your good bacteria versus your bad bacteria. You don't really want to do those. A whole foods detox is kind and gentle to your body. You're going to be eating whole foods. That means they're not processed. They didn't come in a can or a box with added monosodium glutamate and all kinds of spices and whatever, but it's not prepared for you. You're going to prepare it. And you're going to find that food is really flavorful without a whole lot of preparation. These recipes are simple. There's not a lot of ingredients, and the food is flavorful and satisfying. If you are vegan or vegetarian, these recipes will work for you. If you are an omnivore, that means you eat meat and fish and you're happy about it, then you can add meat to these dishes. Some of the dishes, the recipes already include meat, and if you're vegan, vegetarian, you can swap that meat out for, you know, a tempeh or a tofu or whatever kind of source of protein that you like. All right, so let me share my screen and show you. Let's go over some of the detox material that I've included with the detox. Let me share my screen and show you. All right, let's see if that's working. Hold on one second. I want to make sure that works. You should be seeing, I'm hoping that you'll be seeing these detox materials. Well, I don't even see it on Facebook Live right now. Let's see. We're still on Facebook Live? Yeah, okay. All right. So we're seeing the detox material. That's good. So first you have the handbook, and the handbook is very informative. It's going to give you some detox tips. It's going to give you a preparation checklist. It's going to give you what's a detox anyway, what can I eat during the detox, and what must I avoid. And let's just get this out of the way. You're going to avoid red meat, red beef. You're going to avoid most grains. If you're going to eat some grains, I like for you to soak them for a while and then rinse them. This is to help reduce the amount of lectins, which are key in creating a permeable gut. And that's a whole nother subject, and I'll go over that with you another time. I would love to do a webinar about that, and I'll send emails out about that when I do. In the meantime, you're going to be avoiding coffee. I know. Start now. Start tomorrow. Do half decaf and half regular coffee. And then by Sunday, you'll be up to 3/4 decaf and a little bit of coffee, and then jump right in with both feet. But do start now to avoid a headache. If you just can't stand it, drink some green tea. There's some caffeine in there, and that will help. But you're going to see what place coffee has in your life, as well as all other things that will reintroduce at the end of 5 days, and make it all the way through the 5 days, because you're not going to believe how you're going to feel. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to be avoiding red, we're going to be avoiding coffee, we're going to be avoiding wine, alcohol, beer, all kinds of any kind of alcohol. I know, it's tough. It's tough for me too. I do like my wine. But you will be amazed at how clear-headed you're going to be. We're going to be avoiding sugar, all sugar. Sugar is in everything that's prepared. So really read some labels. Learn to read labels. Sugar is in everything. So we're going to be avoiding prepared foods, boxed foods, canned foods. There will be some things that you can learn to use that are canned, like full-fat coconut milk. I look for BPA-free cans. Not that that's the be-all to the end-all, but it's a start, and it's better. Let's see. Did I say dairy? Okay, dairy. Dairy, sugar, alcohol, red meat, and most grains, okay? You can have a little rice. Personally, I like basmati rice. It's a white rice. It's very easy to digest. It's very soft. I really don't want you eating brown rice. I don't like it. I have included some grains in some of the detox recipes throughout the seasons. They change every season, and I do these 4 times a year seasonally. So there's some grain in there because people like to have a starch, but I only want you to have a little bit. If you read about the portions I want on your plate, I want you to eat high protein for breakfast with a little bit of carb and a little bit of fat. For lunch, I want you to introduce a lot more carbs, about half a plate of carbs, and about the size of your palm for your protein source. And then for dinner, I want your plate to be 3/4 carbs. And the carbs you're getting are complex carbs from vegetable carbs that you want to avoid those simple carbs, like rice, potatoes, starchy stuff. But for dinner, you're gonna have your plate like 3/4 of carbs through vegetables, green leafy vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, good crunchy vegetables, steamed or roasted, whatever. And then again, a small palm size or even smaller at dinner time. The reason we do it this way is because eating all the carbs in the end of your day sets you up for a good sleep. We all know what carbs do. They take us up and then they drop us down. So even the complex ones, to a much less degree, but that sets you up for a good night's sleep. And sleep is key component in a detox. You really want to be positioned in your bed on your side, left or right, with your head even with your spine. So you don't want your head dropped down too far away from your spine. And you want to try to stay on your side. You can put a pillow between your legs. This allows your spinal column to fill with the fluid that it fills with at nighttime when you're sleeping, and then circulate around in the brain and pull away a lot of toxins from the brain. It's a really important thing that happens every night if you're positioned correctly in your sleep. So the detox handbook goes over what we don't want you to be eating during the detox. Consult the handbook. As a matter of fact, take time, download this material, read through the handbook completely, and it will really inform you and tell you what to expect. Now, one of the things that you can expect is to not feel real great the first couple of days. And as a matter of fact, the worse you feel, the more you needed the detox and the better it's working. If you've been eating McDonald's hamburgers 5 days a week and you go into a detox, you are not going to feel well for a few days. But if you've already been eating fairly healthy food in good portions, you may not feel terrible. You may feel a little bit low. You may feel a little bit blue. You may feel a little bit of a carb flu. A carb flu is what if you are a big cruncher and muncher and eat a lot of Fritos and potato chips and carbs and rice and pizza and all that, and then you go on a detox that includes a lot of vegetables and clean eating, you can sometimes feel fluish. But it will pass in just a couple of days. Seriously, stay the course. Drink your weight, half your weight, in ounces of water every day. So we all know the adage, 8 glasses of 8 ounces of water, 64 ounces of water. Well, if you weigh 100 pounds, you need 50 ounces of water. If you weigh 200 pounds, you need 100 ounces of water. So drink your water daily. You can also drink some nettle tea or some dandelion tea. These also help with the detoxification process. They clear toxins out of your body. So continuing on with the handbook, what to expect during the detox, you can expect to lose 5, maybe even 10, 3 to 10 pounds of inflammatory weight. This is not weight that's going to stay off of you if you go right back to eating the way you've been eating. But you can drop inflammatory weight quickly by doing a detox. You're going to have you feel clearer in your mind. You're going to sleep a little bit better. All of these things are important takeaways from the 5-day detox. General cleansing guidelines. The handbook is a wealth of information. Then the most important thing, I think, well, one of the most important things is it gives you a daily protocol, and it tells you exactly what you're going to do every day. You're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to have 8 ounces of hot water with a little lemon juice in it. And the purpose of this is to alkalize your system. We're pretty acidic, and it seems perverse, I know, but drinking the lemon juice will alkalize your system. And we want our pH to be as close to the middle as possible, so that's why you want to alkalize in the morning. But it goes on, and it tells you, have your green tea, your herbal tea, your morning meal, more water, a snack, and the recipe book has all of that in it. So very important that you go over the handbook and then move right into recipes. So take a look at that, shall we? We'll look at the recipe book. Now, I give you a complete shopping list that has everything on it for all 5 days of the recipes that I outlined. And if we look at the meal plan first, you can alter that. But if you do, be mindful to alter the shopping list as well. It's that simple. There may be something on here you don't like. We'll swap it out. There's also some alternative recipes at the end of the recipe pages, and you can swap out one of these dishes on the meal plan for one of the alternative recipes. And again, just be mindful to alter your, to amend your shopping list accordingly. All right. So the other thing that I wanted to tell you is take a look at the recipes, see what you like, rearrange the things. I even give you a blank. Next page is a blank one. I do the same thing with the shopping list, so you can make your own, but rearrange them so that you like them. You can even rearrange them so that one thing you make for dinner, you can have for lunch the next day. So if you are cooking chicken, for instance, if you're a meat eater, if you're cooking chicken and you notice there's chicken again later in the week, cook enough for both dishes and then have it done. Free yourself up. When you go and do your shopping, as a matter of fact, you will do yourself a great service if you go ahead and extend that period of time that you went to the grocery store, get your groceries home, wash everything, consult the recipes, cut up the vegetables that need to be cut up, steam or roast any vegetables you would like to have on hand so that things are ready to go and you can make a good choice. Make some snacks ahead, cook some meat ahead, boil some eggs ahead. These things will help you save time throughout the week. And it's really important to have good choices already prepared, available for you in your home so that you will stay the course and eat the foods that I recommend for you so that you can experience what it feels like to have gone through a whole foods detox. Clear head, better sleep, drop a little weight, just a host of things. So anyway, there is a blank sheet for the meal plan, so you can rewrite it and do your own and include some of the alternate recipes if you like. It goes by breakfast options first, and there's a lot of breakfast options. And then it moves on to the recipes for your lunch options. And then, of course, it moves on to the options for your dinner recipes. And after that, there are some snacks and some sweet treats and some bonus recipes. So here you go, right? Got you covered. So let's take a quick look at the shopping list. The shopping list has some good tips. If you want to learn to replace some of your toxic personal care products, you can consult with EWG.org. That's the Environmental Working Group. And they have a rating for toxicity for products. And you can download their app, get it on your smartphone, scan a barcode in the store, and see a rating for the toxicity of that shampoo or conditioner or bath soap or whatever you're looking for, provided it's in their database. If it's not, just your scanning puts it in their database, and then they will eventually get to looking at it and seeing what kind of toxins, evaluating it. Okay, so that's one of the things that's here in the shopping tips. There's also a way to look for good local harvest produce in your area, and good organic produce. EWG also provides you with a list of the clean 15. That's 15 produce items that you do not need to buy organically grown. And the 12, the dirty dozen, they call it. The 12 that it's essential that you buy them organically grown. So you can get that at ewg.org. And that's a real great thing. I think with a little donation, they'll give you a card that you can keep in your wallet. I know I carried that around for a couple of years until I sort of committed it to memory. So keep up with EWG. They're a world of information, and they will help you know what it's essential to buy organic and what you can get by with conventionally grown. As far as the meats, I'd love to see you use pasture-raised free-range chicken, pasture-raised eggs, wild-caught fish. I'd like to see you stay away from tuna if you could. There's a lot of mercury in there, and we need to sort of limit how much of that we do. So just this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just a great way to get your feet wet in clean eating, and it's my goal to teach as many people as I can how to eat cleanly so it serves your body nutrient-dense foods, keep you from being hungry longer, and they give your cells the nutrients they need to repair and make new cells, warding off disease. It's just, there's every reason to eat clean. So hoping they really enjoy this experience and how you feel and want to do another detox with me. Like I say, I do them 4 times a year. By the time you've done 4, you should be well versed enough in the seasonal recipes to make it on your own and do a detox yourself whenever you feel like you're overly stressed, you've been around people who were ill, maybe you've been on vacation, whatever. Maybe it's just change of the season and you want to do the detox. You'll have this life skill, and that's my goal, for you to get this as a life skill and teach anybody you can. Teach your children, teach your grandchildren. This is how we can save ourselves from the toxins that we're surrounded by. So that's the recipe list, and this is the shopping list. And you've got the handbook. We've looked that over. If there's any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me on email, on Facebook. There's a lot of different ways you can contact me. All of my emails have all of my social media links in them. So most of them do. But don't hesitate to reach out to me with questions. Questions about regularity. You should be experiencing regularity with a detox. If you're not, there are instructions in the handbook about what to do. So you can find that right in the handbook. There are instructions about what to do if you are feeling bad by the 4th day still. Consult with me. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you learn to do this. In the meantime, let's get back to our day. I'm so happy that you have gotten on board and you want to do this detox. It's a great life skill to learn. It's a great life skill to teach people that you love. And please share with me your experience. I really love to hear how you feel and what you changed in the recipes or what you learned. So I'm going to stop the recording and end the meeting, and I'm going to see you in Facebook. If there's enough of you in the Facebook group, I'll do some cooking classes. We'll do some of the recipes from the meal plan, if you like. Otherwise, keep in touch. All right? Have a great day.